Go ahead.
Hello, this is Tim and Sandy at our Wee Tennessee homestead. We saw a video from Prepstetter about making redbud jelly, so we decided we'd try it. You gotta get the redbuds off a redbud tree.
Wait a minute, hold them back there so I can get them in the light. Okay.
And it takes a couple minutes just to run your hand down through and catch them in a bag. We call ours in a plastic bag. You need 2 cups. That's about 2 cups. You put them in a jar, and then you get boiling water. You need 2 cups of boiling water. You pour it over top of them. Now after you do that, you gotta let them sit to room temperature. My wife doesn't fall down over there. And
hopefully not.
Push all these down in there that you can. Make sure they get into the water, or at least some of them might not, but if you can, get them all down into the water.
Now, did you wash those or anything? Or?
No, I did not wash these or anything because I'm going to strain these out later. So if there's any bugs in there, they going in with the rest.
But they'll get strained out.
But they're all going to get strained out when we do the next step. So you got to let them soak, let them cool down, and then you strain them out and let the liquid cool.
All right. So we'll come back when we get to that part?
We will come back when we get to that part. All right. We have taken the red buds that have been soaking in the water. I actually just let them sit in the refrigerator overnight after they cooled down because I didn't have time to mess with it. Now you take these here red buds and you strain them. And we're going to strain them to this little bowl here. And this is probably not exactly 2 cups. It's probably a little more than 2 cups. And I don't think it really makes a difference, other than might add a little bit of flavor. Because this is supposed to be a fun thing, not an exact thing. Alright. I got all the red buds out of there. Let me rinse this jar just a second. That way I'm sure there ain't no little bugs in it that ain't been strained. Now strain down the red buds. Because what we're looking for is the juice off of the red buds.
Now, can the chickens eat these?
The chickens love these, and I will take them out and throw them to the chickens when we're done. All right, now you have a pretty colored.
Oh, something spilled. That's terrible.
Just a little bit. Hey, Ben. All right, we got somewhere close to 2 cups there.
We lost some.
Didn't lose that much. It will work. I'll show you.
Can we add a little bit more water to make 2 cups?
I'm not adding water.
Okay.
Now, this is the part that's supposedly really cool where it changes color.
There's a flower in there.
How about it? You add 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, either a fresh squeezed lemon or, in my case, a bottle of, and it turns pink, hot pink. And if your juice didn't look purple, it should still turn hot pink if it's green or something. So there we have.
Okay.
Now to this, you gotta boil it. You put it in a pot, a heavy pot. I have measured out 2 cups of sugar. You put that in. And this here, fruit pectin, this is just the kind we got, but just fruit pectin. You add 4 tablespoons. Need another tablespoon. Let me grab one.
So, Tim's squeezing more liquid out of the buds because his wife fussed at him that we didn't have 2 cups of stuff in the jar. So, and he is getting quite a bit more juice out of it, liquid out of it. And that kind of shows how much liquid those buds actually hold. We had more than 2 cups of buds, and I think because of that, a lot more of the liquid got absorbed. But there's a lot more liquid coming out of those, so.
So we will incorporate that here as soon as I get all of I can get out.
That's a whole lot better.
Well, I'm normally a baker, and you don't have to squeeze buds to get what you need.
You don't squeeze flour or anything?
No, you measure it and it's done. All right, now we're back to where we was. We already got the 2 tablespoons of lemon juice in. Got 2 cups of sugar, and fire this thing up. I gotta stir this in a minute. But you need 4 tablespoons of the pectin. And I add it in now. I think other people said something about adding it in at another time. Alright, that's basically 4 tablespoons. Now I know that this package has about 2 more in it. And I'm going to throw them in too because I want the jelly a little firmer than saucy. So 4 is what's recommended, and I put in 6. And Prepstetter put in 8, because she likes hers real firm. Alright, I need a spoon from over there. Alright. You heat this stuff up to boiling. I like to stir it the whole time to make sure that you don't get any lumps. Matter of fact, let me grab a whisk, because that should do better.
Guys, sorry about the jerky camera. I'm not a trained camera person, so.
But she is so much better than all other things she does as a wife.
I didn't even pay him to say that either. Thank you, baby.
This is similar to, in my opinion, when you put in cornstarch or flour, you really want to get it in there while it's cool and beat it up before it decides to clump on you. I pretty much got all of the stuff dissolved into the liquid. Now we got to just stir it until it starts to boil. And as soon as it starts boiling, you got to give it 1 full minute of boiling. And I will continue to stir that in a second. Let me grab a pot holder. I was drying these out in the oven to make sure they were good and dry for when I get ready to use them. You don't have to do that. You do however you want to do.
So we actually, Tim's already made this recipe once, and we've tried it, and it tastes really good. How would you describe the flavor?
It's got a light, airy flavor and sweet. That's the best I can do. I made it once to make sure that it actually would work and that it tasted decent before I told anybody else about it. Because I didn't want to have you spend a bunch of time and then say, gosh, this is nasty.
But trying to describe the flavor, I mean, of course, neither one of us have eaten redbud flowers before, so, can't say, well, yeah, it tastes like a redbud. I don't know. But it does taste very good, and it has a nice light flavor, not real heavy or strong flavored.
Very light and airy.
Yeah.
And while you're sitting there watching us stir this up to get it to boil, you go ahead and hit like, share, and subscribe. Which will take a couple seconds of your time anyway.
Well, we can actually come back when it starts to boil.
If you want to pause it until then, that's fine with me.
All right. All righty.
All right, I've been stirring this for about 4 minutes. It's starting to bubble now. So as soon as it gets a rolling boil, you see the bubbles are coming up, but it ain't a rolling boil yet until it starts really getting up there. There it is. It's a getting there.
There we go.
All right, now give it 1 minute on the clock. Now it's gotten up to a rolling boil.
And don't stop stirring or you'll have a mess all over.
Prepstetter said that some people lay a spoon across to keep it from boiling over, and that didn't really work for her too much, but something you can try.
You may have to lift it up because it's getting ready to...
Oh, she's holding. Got another 30 seconds.
Brave soul that you are.
And heat down just a touch, maybe it'll help.
Yeah, Tim's in a new element for him because he does all the baking. Any kind of dessert that there is, he does. I usually do this kind of stuff, so it's fun for me to watch him learning how to do this.
All right, it's been a minute. I don't know why exactly it went down. I did turn the heat back just a touch, but we're going with it.
You want the strain the funnels?
Yes.
Yeah, them things.
I forgot to get the funnel out. There's a funnel.
That'll work.
Start out with a little one.
There we go. And if you're canning this and not just sticking it in the refrigerator, you need a 1/2 inch headspace.
We will be water bath doing ours just because it gives me more options. This one will probably go in the refrigerator and I'll eat it later. Alright, that's done. Now,
It should, oh, it's right there.
I don't know if this is accurate or not, but there it is.
Did you wipe them off?
Oh, I did not wipe them off.
Take that one back off. Stick it back in the water.
Alright. I've got to grab some vinegar.
Some white vinegar and a paper towel or a cloth, clean cloth.
Yes, my wife is the one that does this stuff.
You that old saying, a little dabble to you.
Wipe the top of your jars off to make sure there's nothing on them to keep them from sealing.
Yeah, the tops and the threads, because especially when you're working with something like jellies or jams, the sugar in them is really sticky, and if you have for some reason splashed any on there, you don't want that.
Like I just did.
Like you dip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all on the top there.
Let me get something a little bit easier to hold it with, because those are warm jars.
They're definitely warm jars.
So I should have done this before I poured the stuff in.
No, because you poured the stuff in and then you...
Oh, okay.
You did right.
All right. Well,
give yourself credit. You did right.
you got to walk all the way around, huh?
Yeah. When you put the vinegar on the paper towel or the cloth, you want to make sure you don't have so much that it's like sopping down and leaking into your foods. But you want to make sure that that one's not as important, because we're going to put that one in the fridge.
Yes. But might as well keep consistency here.
Okay.
All right, let's try this again. Come here, you.
Y'all have heard of backseat drivers? Pray for Tim, because he's got a backseat cooker too.
But you put these here lids on there, and it's supposed to suck down after when they start cooling, which the other ones did fine, so I'm assuming these will too. When they cool down, it'll create a vacuum that'll suck them down. And I did that one wrong because I had my finger on it.
But we're also going to
I'll play it off again.
we're also going to water bath can the 3 smaller jars, the pints, the half pints, and the 4 ounce.
Yes, and if you're doing any other kind of canning, listen to her.
Your rings are over there, baby.
Because there's a lot of cleanliness you have to make sure that you don't have any contaminated food when you go to eat it. Now we could put all this in the refrigerator and just eat it like it is, but I really wasn't planning on eating this much jam or jelly at one time. This is jelly.
Yeah, and you know, when the apocalypse happens, you know, we want to have some yummy stuff to snack on, you know.
All right, now that's how you make it. And we had to get this video out because she said we would, so it's out. We hope you enjoyed it and hope you enjoyed the jelly.
Thanks for watching our Wee Tennessee Homestead. Please hit like, subscribe, and come back and watch our next ones. Bye-bye.